Welcome back. It is Thursday, August 24th, and the MLB. Our three favorite picks are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday. So close to the sweep, but a 4-in-1 day will do. Let's talk about it. Red Sox money line, a absolute sweat, but they come up clutch, and they end up winning that game in extra innings. I know a lot of people hated that pick, Logan, but hats off to you. I'm glad they came through. My other picks, Gosman's over and out. It's the Dodgers and Yankees, first five team totals, both cashed relatively easily. Only loss was the Marlins and Padres Nerfy. Our man Sandy just could not get the job done. But to make up for the Nerfy loss, if you tailed our Dimers three-leg hit parlay, it smacked two of those guys hit a home run, and the other one was Altuve, who had a double. So they all actually hit their over in bases, which was pretty cool to see at plus 168 odds. Let's continue that momentum. We have a lot of early games, some late games, so weird MLB slate today, but we might have an added play, so check the pinned comment. We're waiting for the Rays lineup. The Rays do play early at 110. Rays are always a team that you never know what they're trotting out, but we like a couple Rays hitters, just waiting to see where they are. So check out the pinned comment for another added play. Might be another hit parlay. It'll be live by, 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern. Like I said, Rays first pitch is pretty early. And my other note, I do want to talk about two things. Our second channel, we posted a video of us going to the Phillies game. It was a really cool video if you want to go check it out. If you haven't been checking out the second channel videos, they've only been about 5 minutes long, but they've been us going to a couple different stadiums. It's been pretty cool, so go check it out. I'll link it at the top of the description. And number two, something we don't talk about a whole lot, but we are on Dub Club, which is a place where you can get our plays early. You can get them, pinned, sent to you on your phone, and you can join our Discord if you want to. It's less than $6 a month. The biggest thing is that you get all of our plays early, which is very important come the NFL season, which is starting up in a couple weeks. We do post a lot of player prompts, especially for the NFL and especially NBA. And those lines move a ton. And in order to get those best lines, I would say you should join the Dub Club. You don't have to. Like I said, it's only $5.99 a month. It's the top link in the description. You definitely go check it out. We love chatting with you guys. We were going crazy for the Red Sox last night after they hit a home run. And then they ended up trying to choke the game. But either way, if you wanted to sign up, I also put a 7-day free trial down below. So you can test it out for a week. If you don't like it, feel free to just leave it. It doesn't matter. But I want to give you guys a free trial. So 7-day free trial, top link in description to join the Dub Club. You can also get access to that Discord. But Logan, you got an underdog money line pick today. Which team are you going with today?
Yeah, we cashed yesterday's underdog, so I'm addicted. I love seeing plus value money line picks, and I'm taking the Rangers on the money line today, plus 105 odds on BetMGM's currently your best value there. Now, the reason why we are getting the Rangers today at an underdog price, right? They find themselves on the road. They find themselves with the worst starting pitcher out of the two, and they're also on a spicy 6-game losing streak. They need my help today to break them out of their losing streak, and I got you, Rangers, right? I promise we're getting this win today. I'm backing the Rangers today, even against Twins ace Pablo Lopez, because honestly, I look at Pablo Lopez and I'm not all that scared against him. 3.51 ERA and a 1.1 whip for Pablo Lopez. I'm not calling him bad at any stretch of the imagination. He is really good, but at home, not as good. Lopez's ERA at home slightly higher at a 4.3. So I'm just saying hitters have seen him before at Target Field, and they've hit him before. Lopez also, he's really tough on righties. Luckily, for us, the Rangers have lefties. He's only allowing a 201 batting average to righties compared to a 253 to lefties. So obviously, we look at the Rangers left-handed hitters as advantageous matchups. Seager, Lowe, and Heim likely probably going to be in the lineup today. I think those guys should definitely stand a chance to get it done because they're really good. That's why the Rangers as a team hit right-handed pitching pretty well this season. In their last 3 games, the Rangers only hitting 230. Look, slumps don't last forever, and positive regression back to their season average of 269 will come. And, it's not going to come all in 1 week or 1 day. I mean, it could. Honestly, this team is kind of sitting on a breakout. They're just kind of a sleeping giant offensively, and that's why I think I like them at a buy low price today. Even against Pablo Lopez, I know he could come out and deal. But again, Austin and I, right before we hit record, we were talking about Pablo Lopez's earned run prop at 2.5, sort of even odds on that one. Look, Pablo Lopez just does not allow 3 earned runs these days. So could the books expect him to give up some? I certainly see it against this Rangers offense. Now, who's starting for the Rangers today? It's Andrew Heaney. 4.27 ERA and a 1.34 whip for Heaney. Now, normally not the guy I'm running out to back. I actually, in his last start against the Brewers, I faded this guy, and we were successful there. But the matchup against the Twins today is a matchup I actually like. The Twins are only hitting 227 versus lefties this season. I've watched them get cooked several times versus lefties. Now, they've been slightly better with a 250 batting average against lefties in their last 2 weeks. But with that K percentage, a 29% K percentage against lefties, that's the highest in baseball. I don't trust this Twins lineup as far as I can throw them against lefties. You see it time and time again. They make So even the most mediocre left-handed pitchers look good this year. And if we look at Andrew Heaney in August, he's actually been a really solid pitcher. He's 2.16 ERA in the month of August. So he's looked a lot better recently. I want to catch Andrew Heaney when he's in good form, because when he's in bad form, he's a 5-6 earned run type guy. I definitely think he can come out and give us, a 2 or 3 earned run game to sort of keep this game close. That's all I'm kind of asking for Andrew Heaney. I'm not asking him to go out and pitch a no-hitter, but I like if he can keep this game close early. I like the Rangers to pull away late, because the Twins bullpen is taxed from their extra innings lost yesterday in Milwaukee. Several of their relievers went 1 inning, or even some went even over 1 inning yesterday. So I definitely think we could see the Twins bullpen trotting out some not some bad arms, but some of their lower tier arms. And we look at the Rangers bullpen; they should be at full strength, because yesterday they had an off day for a travel game. I think that's going to be the deciding factor late. You look at in the month of August, Texas 10th in bullpen ERA, Minnesota 24th or 25th in bullpen ERA. I just really do like the Rangers bullpen more than the Twins bullpen. I hate the Twins bullpen, actually. So I definitely think the Rangers is the play here. I'm getting a plus value price. I'll go ahead and take the underdog today. But Austin, what are you going with?
Yeah, I'm going to start with a hit parlay, then go to a team total. Let's dive into the hit parlay real quick first. I'm going to go to Kyle Tucker of the Astros and Adley Rutschman of the Baltimore Orioles, each to record 1 hit. If they want to go get 2 hits, I welcome it. It's plus 100 on Bet365. Now, for my DraftKings people, you got each of these guys at 0.5 hits, so you can tail this identical parlay at minus 103 on DraftKings. Now, before we were going to click to record, FanDuel's been down for maintenance. They might already be up by the time we see this, but as a reminder, if you can and your only book is FanDuel, I'd wait for either guy to be announced in the lineup. Normally these guys play every single day, but on the off chance that maybe Adley or Tucker gets the day off, if they pinch it at the end, FanDuel is going to grade that as a loss, whereas a book like Bet365 or DraftKings will grade that as a void, which is much more advantageous to the bettor than it is for the book. The book obviously would love to grade those as L's. But let's talk about Kyle Tucker, who's going to be an earlier start at 2 p.m., 2:10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to need him to get it done, and then we're going to have to wait for Adley at 7 p.m. But you look at Tucker, batting 293 on the season. He's going to face Brian Bayo, who's allowing a 288 batting average to lefties, only a 228 to right-handed batters. Hence why I'm targeting Tucker in this matchup. Now, Tucker is coming off an 0-for-4 game. He actually really helped us out on the Red Sox moneyline pick, which we really appreciate it. Now, it wasn't just, him that just wasn't swinging the bat well. Actually had 2 hard hit balls. One had a 480 expected batting average, one had a 380. They just didn't fall. One was a sac fly. But I like that he was hitting the ball well. They just didn't fall. That's going to happen for a good hitter like Tucker. He's going to have some games where the ball just isn't going his way. But I love him to bounce back in this spot. You rarely see a guy like Kyle Tucker, how talented he is, putting the ball in play, just have back-to-back 0-for games. And I think he'll have a chance here. Now, we talked about Bayo. He's going to throw only 3 main pitches, 33% sinker, 33% changeup, 21% four-seam fastball. I mean, that's about 85%, 87% of the pitches that we're going to see Tucker see. And Tucker has good splits versus these 333, 266, and 333 again. So you see expected batting average, very good splits against those 3 pitches. I don't really trust the Red Sox bullpen a whole lot. They tried to sell the game yesterday for us. And so I think at the end of the day, Tucker should be able to bounce back in this spot. Love the matchup as a lefty against Bayo. Bayo also 81st percentile walk percentage. Not a big walk guy, which you love to see. Also doesn't strike out a ton of batters, which sometimes could be Tucker. He could have those games where he's just not seeing the ball well. So I like Tucker to at least get us 1 hit early on in the day. And then next, we're going to rely on Adley Rutschman to get it done. Now, Rutschman batting 273 on the season. Really only target this guy at home, batting 319 at home this season. He's swinging a hot bat, 381 over his last 7 games. And I really love the matchup here against Jose Barrios, he's 8 for 13, a 615 batting average with 2 walks against Barrios. So look, Adley's had Barrios' number, and I hope that continues today and hopefully improves that average, which is going to be tough to do. You basically have to go 2 for 2 against Barrios. But batting leadoff for Adley, you're going to get the most plate appearances possible on this Orioles team. And if they happen to be losing, we'll see even more. But I think at the end of that, and they got Kyle Gibson going out to trotting out the start. So it wouldn't be surprising if the Orioles do have to bat in the 9th inning. But at the end of the day, I love this matchup here. Barrios, those 32% four-seam, 27% slurve, 21% sinker, and 20% changeup. You look at Adley's expected batting average versus those splits, 281, 549, 299, and 323. You look at great splits. Now, the 549 is definitely an outlier. I think he's only seen about 9 pitches that were a slurve, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were all from Barrios, hence the numbers. But either way, I think that 549 is a little bit skewed, but still, he's seeing that pitch pretty well, and that's a lot of pitches that Barrios is going to throw his way. So I really like Adley Rutschman's matchup. I like Kyle Tucker's matchup. I wouldn't mind either of them for 2+ bases, but We're only asking for one bag. I think they can easily get us at least one hit, whether it's a single. I don't really care how they get it done. But Adley and Kyle Tucker, I'm relying on you guys to get one hit. Now for my other one, I'm going to the team total, and I'm wearing my Yankees Aaron Judge jersey because I somehow broke him out of his, slump, if you will. 3 homers yesterday, including a grand slam, basically carrying us to cash in the Yankees over 2.5 first 5 team total. Now, today we're going to a very similar pick. I'll give a pivot, but let's talk about the Yankees and why I'm taking their team total over 3.5 runs in the first 7 innings. Yes, you heard that right. 7 is the magic number here. You can take the first 5 team total. I don't hate that at 2.5. However, I have seen Patrick Corbin, who will start for the Nationals, sometimes have a decent 5 innings, maybe go 2 hits. The Nationals do not care. They'll leave him in for the 6th or even the 7th inning. And sometimes Corbin's looking good until it doesn't. Then it's looking bad, and that could happen. Also, the Nationals bullpen is not good at all either. So I like the Yankees to get us 4 runs through 7 innings. Then my pivot would be the Yankees team total over 4.5 full game. So look, the reason I'm going this first 7 is there's a chance that the Yankees do not bat in the 9th. So I like the value getting them at the first 7 innings. If maybe they are winning this game, not batting in the 9th inning, then you would need another run in the 8th if they happen to end with 4 runs. But let's talk about Patrick Corbin more and why we're going to be kind of fading him today. Now, Corbin enters the 4.71 ERA. A 6.23 expected ERA. That's one of the biggest differences I've really seen on Baseball Savant on the StatCast, and a 1.47 WHIP. So they're clearly expecting some regression, and he's coming off, honestly, 2 great starts. 5 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. In one of those starts, only give 1 hit. Now, that is a little bit of a false statement because he did walk 7 guys against the Phillies, but the Phillies could not get those runners in scoring position around. But still, we talked about this yesterday. The Yankees have been hitting lefties pretty well, and we'll talk about that in a second. But if you look at Corbin's other lines, we're looking at his outs prop sitting at 16.5 and his earned run sitting at 3.5, minus 110 on the over. So they really don't think he goes far into this game, and they think he goes and gives up at least 3, maybe even 4 earned runs. I mean, yesterday, if you took Gore's earned run prop, you were down bad as the Nationals had several errors to help us out there. But still, like I talked about, the Yankees offense, I know it's not been good, but over the last 30 days, they've been really good against lefties. The Yankees' best batting average, 348. Second highest slugging, 546. And second highest WRC plus, 161 versus left-handed pitching. They've been hitting lefties pretty well. And why do they do that? Because the Yankees, one of their main flaws, they've had a lot of flaws, they don't have any good left-handed batters. That's why they were linked to trying to trade for Cody Bellinger at the deadline, because they don't have any good lefties to throw in against right-handed pitchers. So when you face a lefty-handed pitcher, you don't have to put any of your left-handed bats that are batting 100 on the year in there. So you get all your right-handed bats, which are their most talented bats. And Corbin, you look at his splits, man. 1st percentile expected batting average, 2nd in expected slugging, 5th in K percentage, 13th in hard hit percentage. He's left 25 home runs this year. 22 of them are to right-handed batters. So like I said, this is a guy that could walk some guys, get them easily onto base, and we could see a 1-2 run home run. Yesterday, we had a dream grand slam from Aaron Judge. I don't necessarily think we get that lucky here today, but look, I think this Yankees roster will stack the righties, which Corbin's been struggling against, and I think they'll be able to get it done. Also, you look at Corbin, been struggling on the road as well. Despite pitching 8 less innings on the road than he does at home, he's allowed 9 more home runs on the road and 16 more walks. So he's walking a lot of guys on the road, giving up the long ball. It's obviously advantageous in a very hitter-friendly ballpark like Yankee Stadium. So I like the Yankees to get us 4 runs through the first 7 innings. If you want to go to the first 5 and take them on the run line, I won't call you crazy there. I just don't know who the Yankees are starting besides Michael King after the first couple innings. If they want to put out Johnny Brito, I would absolutely bet Nationals money line, Nationals team total as best as you can. But either way, I like the Yankees offense to show up once again, get us 4 runs through the first 7 innings. But Logan, any final thoughts before we sign out of here?
Yeah, I like the pick. Hopefully you wearing your lucky Aaron Judge jersey broke them out of their slump, and maybe they're a new reborn team. And as you mentioned kind of earlier at the top of the show, yes, we kind of are looking at another hit parlay. I do need to see the Rays lineup 100%. That's a team that you cannot bet props on without seeing the lineup. But yeah, right off the bat, I do like Josh Lowe or Brandon Lau. Either of them spelled the same way. But yeah, I definitely think there's some left-handed bats to target in that Rays game.
Absolutely. So stay tuned for an added play. Check out the pinned comment. We'll put it. It'll be live pretty early on in the morning. We just want to wait for the lineups to come out. Just 2 reminders. Our Phillies video, if you want to check it out, it's popping up on the screen. And number 2, if you want to join our Dub Club, we would really love to see you in there. It's $5.99 a month. You get all our plays early, get the best lines possible. Honestly, the $5.99 a month, you get that back and just less juice on some of the plays that we'll give out come NFL season, and especially for NBA season when the lines move like crazy for you. If you know, you know. But either way, we appreciate you guys. Have a great Thursday. Let's try to continue this good momentum, and we'll see you guys back on Friday with some more picks. Peace.